A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give running right is Love. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
So the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And a Cowboy first down.
First down, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Elliott. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
46. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
First down, Cowboys.
Here we go. Lining. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Lining. Watch the 626.
They'll run with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Play action. Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he finds McLaurin. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now Haskins to throw it, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're running it. Wait. I'm coming.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Haskins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 99. Check 99. Kill, kill, kill. 22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber.
Again, it's Elliott. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 480. Max 56. Do the night. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, kill. 27. Switch. Hey, watch it. We're going to 54. Why?
On 3rd down, Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start the drive with Love here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Love again. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Love. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
25, check 25, check 81, check 52.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Love, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Check Mike 39. Man, I got you. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Come on, baby. Come on.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check, 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 check.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 36, 36. Alert flare.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Kill. 47. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Exit. Mike 56. Mike 56. Swerve. Hey, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Robert Quinn picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Haskins now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Love. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Come on, now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Not today. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Bend it.
Prescott to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. That's the ending. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Anyway.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here we go with Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Ready. And read. Check Mike 39. Who that? Who that?
Haskins to throw. And this one complete to Reed.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hey, check right. Watch your divide. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Intended that time for Cooper. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Check back. Check up.
Now what can Haskins do here in overtime? He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll run again with Love on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
On the set. Mike 5-4.
They'll run with Love. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game